Okay, hi guys, and welcome to my newest video. If you are here, you want to know everything about jewelry, creating jewelry for your walls, and this is the most asked question that you are sending me. It's like, how can I achieve the same jewelry for your walls effect as you do, right? How is it even possible? And I'm here to show you a couple of the pieces, and I'm here to show you the examples, and I'm here to show you exactly which products I'm using to achieve this effect. And especially it's very important for someone who like to have a very elegant aesthetic in the geode art and maybe not so much obvious glitter. And this is something that I want to my essence of my jewelry for the walls came from those little minis. I have them actually in 9 different sizes and color combinations. Here are my smallest ones because I wanted to make sure that I'm showing you as much as possible. And the light is not perfect today, guys, and as you know, the resin is very reflective, so every time that I want to bring a little bit more light to show you the details, the ring glam and everything is just reflecting the resin. And yeah, that's the struggle with showing off the resin results and the resin details. But I'm hoping that I can achieve some nice examples and catch. As you can see, when I'm pointing in the direction of the window, everything is absolutely the same color. So I'm gonna try my absolute best here, but this is how I build up my jewelry for the walls. I'm starting each and every one of my designs from building the heart of the geode, which in very simple explanation is choosing the right crystals for your project, choosing the crystals that you want the energy in your room, right? Like start from the crystal point of artwork creation, not from the glass and from the color. Just start from the crystals. First think about which kind of crystals you want to bring to your piece and what kind of energy we want to be present. And I'm choosing different textures, and I'm not afraid to mix different crystals. Of course, clear quartz points are present in almost all of my artworks, and this is because this is very universal and it's very neutral, right? So I love to attach a lot of the clear quartz points, but I also have small crushed geodes and also different textures. And on this piece you can see that I attach also very tiny agate piece. So if you have option to get those little slices or little geodes or little special additions like that, it's amazing to mix and match them with the points, with the crystals, with small crushed elements and pieces. And it's like building like a small jewelry, right? It's where you start, but then it's very important to fill in the rest. And if you want your artwork to look very sophisticated, geode artwork, and elegant, and bring it in soft, right? A little bit of more softness and better flow. This is why I'm introducing DRUZY. This is my favorite DRUZY piece, and I also already showed you on another video about advanced crystal formations. You can see in details, I'm giving you close up on this beautiful formation, and this is why I'm introducing DRUZY to my painting. I'm sorry for that, someone just came by, but this is exactly my essence of what I want to talk about and what I want to also say and what I want to show you. Without the DRUZY, you cannot build up all of the beautiful detail and coastal edge and elegance and put the flow of the crystals like together. It's an amazing form of blending all of the composition together and give it an extra edge, give it an extra elegance and natural look. But so many of you are asking me how I'm able to achieve this fluffiness in my DRUZY, that is not very flat and it's very nice and fluffy and it has a lot of volume. And you can see that you can also attach those DRUZY elements on here to make it even more interesting. And I need to tell you that I'm having a perfected formula of my own DRUZY mixture that I was working with, and I was actually developing over the months of testing. And this is why I came up finally with DRUZY Goddess. And this is the exactly same DRUZY that I'm using in my creations. And this is how you can achieve the same results. And when I was trying to share the formula in my trainings and in my courses, many of my students were having issues with finding the same ingredients that I was using and sourcing them. So that's why I decided to come with this very long ask for many of you solution to your issues. And this is how I can guarantee you that when you will apply it the right way, when you will use the same technique I'm using and the same amount of resin, you will get with my product each and every time beautiful fluffy DRUZY. And I'm using a couple of other products that I want to talk about very soon. And this is especially important for everyone who is not like a huge fan of glitter, who loves geode and creation of the geode artwork and the crystals and all of the vibrancy and all of the energy of the crystals, but not so much the glitter part, right? And I'm completely with you, and I'm gonna talk in another video how to actually create art, geode art without glitter, or with a very subtle glitter that it's almost unnoticeable. And this is something very important to me, and this is something that many of you are asking. So please stay with me, bear with me, and watch a couple of other videos when I can elaborate on this subject to the fullest. But the DRUZY is something that is gonna launch in just 2 days, and it will be available on violetviewart.com, and I'm gonna put the links below to all of my sets and all of the details. But this is something that I'm using to achieve the beauty, and this is the DRUZY part, right? But besides the DRUZY, there are a couple of more things that are coming in place to create jewelry for your walls. Because when you finish your heart of the geode, when you apply the metallic accent here, there is still a lot of the place on the panel where you need to make the rest of the design, when you need to cover, when you need to like fill it up, right? And as you can see, I was using very neutral colors. My point was to create very neutral one color look with a different stones to bring as much of the variation of crystals in the same space. That's why I chose the rest of the project was having exactly the same tones and very neutral tones, and still without those very advanced shading effects and ombre effects that I'm having on different artworks. Like for example, here you can see the tutorial also how to create this artwork. When I'm working on different techniques with resin, you could still create beautiful jewelry looking artwork. And this is the second thing that is coming into place. First of all, I'm finishing the DRUZY to have this extra sparkle and extra glam, which is not super visible right now because I don't have natural light and it's very cloudy today. But the DRUZY I'm finishing with something very special, which is the Diamond Kiss. And the Diamond Kiss is this very premium glass flakes, which are giving you a very beautiful and natural look. And this is a fine premium blend, which I discovered and which I'm using now exclusively in all of the artworks. And this is the Diamond Kiss. It's an addition that is coming together with the DRUZY Goddess Ambrosia White each and every time. And this is also something that I'm using with a color DRUZY. And about the color DRUZY, it's another element. Sometimes when I'm using a specific color of my crystals, like the peach color, for example, here, right? Or the blue color, or rose quartz, or amethyst. I'm not having here an amethyst piece, but this is a very crucial part when you are creating jewelry for your walls. If you want the very nice smooth blend between the crystals and the rest of the design, it's very crucial to use very small, fine, little cracks, not cracks, they're not cracks, but beads. Those are my hand colored beads that I'm using to sprinkle around the crystals, and then you can see how the crystals are blending with the rest of the composition very effortlessly. So this is something, and I also use here the peach color, and I'm also used here, and in all of my creations when I'm using crystals, I'm using similar colors of the crystals to blend with the DRUZY by sprinkling that. And this is the very, sometimes it's just a tiny bit, it's just a touch, but it's very crucial to bring the flow to the piece with this extra addition. And in my DRUZY Goddess sets, as an addition, I'm also adding 3 colors which are the most popular ones: the green blue, the turquoise color, the pink, and the amethyst looking color. And if you want to learn more about those products and what exactly am I using, and a lot of details about each and every one of them, which is my essence of creating jewelry for the walls, please check my videos which will come in the next few days, and they will talk about my sets, my built-up sets of the products of the DRUZY Goddess premium products, and it will be the Muse set, the Aphrodite set, and the Athena set, and you will learn what is included in each and every one of them, and you will learn a lot about the products in all of the videos. But I want to make sure that you have the full knowledge here first before you even move further into the other videos. So another very important thing, the third thing or fourth thing that is very crucial when you create jewelry for your walls, it's how to make the DRUZY and the heart of the geode composition meet the rest of the resin. And this is something that I really like to achieve exactly, and this is why I exactly chose those 3 products as an addition to my sets. And this is something that I was really looking for a long time, and I couldn't find, and especially because I'm not like a huge fan of glitter. I want the glitter, I want the bling to be very natural, and I want the bling to be a representation of elegancy and sophisticated look, and not per se like crafty feeling and crafty look. And for me, glitter always was bringing like a very crafty touch, and especially those very chunky glitters, hexagon glitters, and very glitters which were very like deep shade and very obvious, right? And that's why I put my attention to developing those special colors, which is the Goddess Whisper, is ultra fine glitter, which I was using in those creation, and it brought a lot of bling and a lot of spark, which is almost unnoticeable. You will have to look very closely to even pinpoint where the bling, where the sparkle is coming from. It's like a diamond touch, and it's very effortless, and it's very beautiful and natural looking. And it's especially important for me together with the ethereal dreams, because this is what is allowing me to achieve the seamless and the very natural blend between DRUZY and between the resin. It's like the resin is the DRUZY is coming very nicely and slowly into the flow of the resin, and this is how it's making the whole piece very soft and very natural. That's why I'm using those 2 specialty signature looks in all of my creation, and especially for you guys who are loving the aura look, I'm having aura touch in the blend as well, because I know that many of you love the aura finish of the crystals, and this is something that it's gonna blend the DRUZY and the aura crystals together as well. But this is the main and the most important thing. I'm trying to avoid too many metallics, too many dark colors. I'm trying, but it's also something that I'm gonna be actually teaching in my next classes, I'm gonna be focusing on creating black, elegant jewelry for your walls. So it's not about the color, it's about how you are finishing the line work, how you are pouring the resin, which products you are using, and also how you are coming to the heart of the geode and how you are finishing the crystals. It's what matters. But if you want to learn more about pouring the resin, how to achieve different effects, and if you want to start creating with me those minis, but maybe in another color, in much more dark color palette, I'm gonna invite you to check my classes. The dark mini class, jewelry for your walls, it's not ready yet, but I have other classes available, so I'm gonna put the link in my description to my geode classes. You will find the link to the DRUZY goddess, which will launch in just 2 days, this Sunday. I'm talking now, it's Friday 21st, and on the 23rd, Sunday, it's gonna launch. And if you want to just learn more about my style and how I'm creating geode, and if you want to see some tutorials, if you want to see me talking about which tools you should be using, how to focus on the crystal formations, and much more, I'm gonna show up here on the YouTube as often as possible, at least twice a week or even more, and I'm gonna upload more videos. So I would really appreciate if you consider subscribing to my channel, staying with me, and enjoying all of the information and all of the knowledge that I'm sharing with you guys. And I'm gonna see you in the next video when I'm gonna talk in details about each and every product and why it's important to have them and to use them to achieve premium, ethereal looking jewelry for your walls.